Hello and welcome to the Col Social Sessions. Tonight we have two special guests. We have Chanel Mason and Dame Sarah Storey from Storey Racing. They will be joining us. I don't think they're quite here yet. We have a few more minutes to go. We're logged in, we're ready to go. The chat has already started and it's been kicked off by Scott Baker. Why did the chicken cross the road? I thought it'd be to ride Zwift, but apparently that is not the case. Apparently it was to buy a brand new set of Di2 equipment. And that set the tone for the whole evening, I think. You'd be lucky to get DR2 equipment at the moment. Everything's out of stock everywhere, isn't it? Right, it's nice and easy tonight. It's under 2 watts per kilo on the whole. 1 to 2 watts per kilo, as advertised on your screen at the top right-hand corner there. Nice playlist from Dave Barrett. Right, we ought to introduce that we do have our guest. So I've typed out a little bit of text. With 2 minutes to go, I think now is a perfect time to say that. Torino, Glasgow, Malcolm from Glasgow, hi from Berlin. Jacob Concrite is on his first Zwift ride. Rob would like to know how my new bike is. I have a nice shiny green bike. It's very nice. It's shiny and green. Graham's back. Hi Graham, how are you doing? Early for once. Katie, oh look, we've got 3. Have I made a terrible mistake? Have I advertised this as someone else and it's not actually? Let's find out. That could be embarrassing. Bev's back as well. Right, that's completely thrown me. I'm going to have to check my email, I think. I think that's the only way out of this one. I'd convinced myself that I had this correct and I knew exactly what I was doing and who it was. I'm not wrong, so we have an extra. That's good. That's even better. There we go. Whew. Quickly get a point out. I will not exceed for the ride. Right, let's type this out really quick. Here we go, we are off. Right, hopefully I've gotten that in there on time. My legs felt faded yesterday, Graham. I know that feeling. When your legs are a little bit tired, not that comfortable. Right, not the best start there. I'm off the back already, that's great, isn't it? A nice, steady pace today. There is a little climb. A brief climb. Right then. Where are we? I can't find anything. Right, we're off the start. I'm well out the back, which isn't that abnormal, to be really, really honest with you. Sarah's companion app is not working. Alex is downstairs. Oh no, well he is downstairs, but he's not working. Well, he is working because Zwift isn't working for him. He's not managed the update in time. Sorry to hear, Alex. Right, I'm catching back up. I can see our sweeper. I've just passed our sweeper. Right, there we go. Lots of silence. Alex is now working, even if Zwift isn't for him. Like this, I love the orange jersey and this background. Right, I need to start catching up a tiny bit, don't I? Since I am... Listen to this, 5-time world champion in the C1 class. That is incredible. We're going to have a proper introduction here. So we have a little lead in here into the loop, which I wasn't aware of, if I'm really honest. Oh, John, no. Eric's late, but that's fine. How long until this circuit starts? Have I chosen a really long circuit without realising it? This could be a nightmare, couldn't it? Here we go, we're on the circuit, it's just started. Lap 101, 20 kilometres to go. I'm going to... Has one of my all-time favourite colourways. Is Emma riding with her dad, or have we picked up a new group of people? Oh no, look, they are here. How cool is that? Sarah's 3k in. I'm a little... you will see the messages. Graham, how was your weekend? Please tell us about it. And Graham, also, if you have any questions for Sarah Storey and her teammates, send them to me and I can pass them on. That's how YouTube and Zwift work. That's the idea. And equally, anyone else watching. Alex, it's not just about Graham. So the C1 class is for paracycling class for those riders with the highest impairment level. And Katie has 5, let's not get this wrong, 5 5-time world champion in that class. The Sarah Storey is in the C5 class, and she describes that as being the least impaired. Some have reached the moon. Right, so far this is quite a tame circuit, which is nice. I'm going to throw out some ride-ons. You can see the group is nicely spread out. Paracycling has 1 tandem class for visual impairment. And 5 classes for solo bikes. For those that don't know, that are watching on YouTube, I think I'm rightly saying that Sarah's husband, Barney, was a formidable tandem pilot. I grew up watching the racing. And there are 2 classes for trikes as well. Okay, so there's one more road World Cup qualifying round for the Paralympics, but because of the return isolation rules, it does make it impossible for Sarah to go, which is a huge shame. That's the trouble with COVID, is it is definitely denying lots of people lots of things. We can leave it there, can't we? Right, Graham, yesterday, 8 20-second sprints, ouch. 7 or 8 minutes recovery, I like that session. Endurance ride, 50 kilometres. That's good, Graham. Sounds like a good weekend. It's not an easy. Not an easy combination. Right, I would like to ask Sarah, Penny app is now working. How has it affected and goals? I think that's a really important question for athletes. So Sarah and the team should have been at Flanders this week. Man, my club run sounds amazing, Graham. I'm looking forward to doing one of those soon. Here we go with some amazing questions coming through now. That's what this is all about. People's questions. That's how this works. So I think I've asked a question just before. Thank you, Stephen Fisher. You're absolutely right. We're very, very lucky to have them. It's a huge privilege. They've seen everyone, which is really cool. Zwift has been good for team meetups. Completely agree. Actually, Zwift has completely changed solo riding on a turbo trainer, which is I don't think I ever would have expected that, really. The team's been really good at keeping in touch with everyone back at the headquarters of the team, which I imagine is based in the south of the UK. Hide my tan lines. Katie's seen it as an opportunity to train and work on stuff that she struggles with. Being on the team, on Team Storey, definitely helped in the lockdowns, which is really interesting. I think the hardest thing about the whole COVID period is it means something very different to a lot of people. Some athletes would have aimed for events that were cancelled quite early on, whereas others were perhaps aiming for events that maybe even weren't cancelled at all. Chanel really missed road racing, but the cycling time trials have kept her out of trouble, which is good to hear. It's hard for the kids to understand, isn't it? .125 watts at 2.9 watts per kilos. That's very light. Charlie and Louisa are part of the team, which is nice, isn't it? I think that's always the sign of a good team, is when it's like a family. two cheerleaders ever, apparently. James wants to be in there with the pom-poms. Oh wow. Katie's been cheered on by a whole street recently. There we go, Talon's gone. Show us James. It's going to be quite hard to do on Zwift, isn't it? Right, we're nearly halfway, believe it or not. Just a few Ks to go. It's a nice loop, nice and sustained tempo. James is not going to embarrass himself. Alex would like to know Sarah's plans for the post-COVID world. I'm going to ask the question. The human element cannot be replicated in Zwift, in a Zwift race. So Chanel really misses the team, the supporters, the volunteers that help our races, and even their opponents. It's funny that. Right, we're on the climb now. I can't see the graph. Oh, there we go. Let's check what gear I'm in, make sure it's an appropriate gear. We're still going quite fast, 21 k's an hour. Like John says, opponents. I like that, John. It's a very, very good point. I think often as a racer, you think of the opposition as purely people you race against, but they're people too. Katie's an emergency responder. Why is that? I want to know. I feel like we've entered some sort of inner world. I can see John. John's near me. Why is Katie the emergency? Opportunities. We used to be teammates too, so we know each other well, which makes it very interesting. That's opportunities, I meant opponents. That's a really good point, actually. When you've raced for as long as Sarah, It's a proper inner world here, isn't it? Alex, I will ask you a question. Sorry, I've been sidetracked. There's so much text, so much typing. There we go. Pickles wins picture of the day. Who's Micah talking? I think Micah's talking to Pickles about the busy weekend. Right, Alex over on YouTube. Here we go. Copy and paste, that's worked well, isn't it? Looks like I typed mega fast. Torwatopia 5. Alex B. Not Alex F. Torwatopia, stage 5. .8 Ks to go. This is a proper long climb, but it's a nice climb. It's quite an interesting one. The slight up and down, up and down. Possibly one of my favourite ones. I would say that because it's a gentle gradient. So Alex, Sarah's plans are road races, road worlds for her, and as many in real life races as she can find. There we go, look, the hill climb KOM is fast approaching. Current leader is 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Chanel has some big time trials coming up. Which is really cool. Actually, time trialling has seen a huge resurgence recently because individual events, it's easier to run them. Right. Katie's looking at the Worlds too, I think, all subject to GB selection. National level road race this year, but British Cycling is still to confirm dates. A race calendar full of individual time trials. I think time trialing is going to become even more popular than ever. Alex loves a time trial. Graham loves a time trial. I know you did one the other day. Echo that, Chanel. TTs. I think it's... I think it's really good to see the TT scene is as strong as ever. It's good. Am I getting a little bit too hard there? A little bit too hard? I think we would all like to see the sun. Yeah, Alex, you've let yourself in for it there, haven't you? Looks like the Storey girls, Team Storey, are off for a camp organised by Katie. Sounds like it's just happened. This could end up like the pub invite that we all had a few weeks ago. Okay, Graham, I'll ask. Graham on YouTube is asking, are you just asking Chanel, Graham? Here we go. All of them. Oh. Nice. I wonder how the sweeper's getting on. We'll find out after a few of these answers come through. I don't think the sweeper's too far behind, to be really honest. She seems to be doing a good job there. We're about to crest the hill. Well, I think we are. So Sarah didn't start until she's 27. There you go. That's incredible. Malcolm's loving the route. Thank you, Malcolm. That's really good. I think this might well be one of the better routes, actually. I was a little worried when we had the run-in. Could have been a 20-kilometre run-in to a 20-kilometre circuit. That would have changed the dynamic of the ride, wouldn't it? So Sarah came from swimming. There's a T-Rex we have to look out for as well. There's definitely hope for you at 32, Alex. Katie, at 19, learnt to ride a bike again at a charity. They thought I could be good at racing. Oh, wow. Sarah wasn't allowed to swim for a few months, not allowed to race, so she took up cycling. I don't think this circuit is long enough to ask enough questions. The feedback on YouTube . Looks like there's a lot of inter-team talk here about triathlons. Graham, exactly. I've just typed that out. The feedback on YouTube is relief. You don't have to start at a really young age to become very good at your chosen sport. beauty of cycling, especially, is that you can race at any age. Elliot's the first time here. Sarah loves her in real life Le Col kit. Right, let's see if they've picked up on Stephen's question. Slow the pace. I'm near the back. There we go, we've just crested the climb, which means it's going to be fast now for a second. It's only 6 Ks to go. So sorry, Sarah left swimming when she was young, Graham. I suspect it could have been injury related. I need to use first gear. Downhill. I must be quite close to Sarah. Oh look, she's just ahead of me. We will have to ban Katie. That is cool, isn't it? That's a statistic. There you go, you know who's going well in the Storey racing team, just by who's going through the chains the fastest. Sarah does not listen to music on the bike. There we go. I suspect there's a mechanical issue here. We're going to get to the bottom of it and find out. If you have any questions, Joshua's caused me to slur Joshua. Joshua Jack Smith is back. We only have 3 more kilometres, Joshua. It's a short one today. This circuit has gone by much faster than I expected. Yeah, we ought to send a message to say thank you. Nine hours of riding over the weekend. That is like one of the most. I was once told, well, not once, many times told to do 9 hours. Doesn't matter how you do it. 7 and 2, 5 and 4. Get on and do 9 hours this weekend. That is a hard weekend. It's good, especially in this weather. All is forgiven. let's just type this out real quick. Just 500 meters to go. Oh, the new forest is beautiful. 110 miles. KOMs had a properly big weekend there. I imagine there's a chance that you see quite a few of the Storey team in that area. Yeah, Wednesday, double session. Slightly. Right, so massive thank you. I did, John. There we go. YouTube, very sorry. That all of a sudden came very quickly to an end, didn't it? That was a very fast circuit. I quite like that. Brilliant little circuit. We're going to stick with this one, I think. I think everyone seems to have enjoyed it. There we go. Katie's dad's birthday. Shared with my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Kat, my sister. We had cake yesterday. There you go. YouTube, I'll say goodbye in a second. I'll tell you what's coming up for the rest of the week, exactly what the workouts are. Right, YouTube. On Wednesday morning, we have an on-off sort of session. It'll be a surge, a maintain of the effort. That's terrible English. There'll be a surge, then there will be a sustained effort, then there will be another surge on the end. After that, in the evening, we have an FTP build. It's going to be quite an interesting one. It's one we haven't done for a little while. No, it's not. It's the VO2. Almost had that the wrong way around, didn't we? It's 8 efforts, 12 efforts, then 15 efforts. It'll be really good. It's going to be a real challenge, but I think you'll enjoy it. Octo Alex, thank you for commenting on YouTube. Graham, no sprint today, sorry. I have quite a bit of energy, but there is no sprint today. It's just the way today has panned out. Being too focused on trying to sustain the chat over on the Sand and Sequoias circuit on YouTube. So yes, Wednesday morning, that is a surge, a sustain, and then another surge. We're calling it fast legs. Wake up, fast legs. It's all about cadence, getting hard, breathing deep, but not exerting the muscles too much, because in the evening, VO2, so that's going to be tough. Oh, I spelled John's name correctly. And then on Friday, we will be back here at 7:10 in the morning, British summer time, for the weekend tune-up, which is my favourite ride of the week, although this circuit may well rival that. So, that's it from me. You know what's coming up in the week. I know it's dragged out slightly there, but that's what's happened. I've ignored some of your comments. New Forest in a few weeks for Alex. Graham, no sprint. No. Thanks, Chris. Alex, thank you. Cheers, everyone. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just distracted. Too much typing. All right, I'll say goodbye, and I will see you again on Wednesday morning. Thank you very much for watching.